It's just ridiculous. And I heard it and I was like, really? You people are actually saying this? Really? Let me tell you what it is. Hello again. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about today's topic because it's a very interesting one. Before we go ahead, click on that red button and subscribe to this channel. Okay, if you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. To my old subscribers, thank you. And to those who have always been engaging and liking and sharing, thank you so much. Okay, today we are going to be dispelling some myths about the US student visa. I've heard so many things. I've heard some ridiculous things that I've been like, who started this? Like, how? Okay, how does this even make sense? Like, okay. But let's get to it. The first myth we'll be dispelling is that the US student visa is easier for grad students. Okay, listen, I'm going to use Nigeria as an example. If you see the number if you see the number of undergraduate students from Nigeria that are here, that even got their visa on the first attempt, you'll be surprised. I've heard people say, oh, you can only get your visa if you are going as a grad student. It's not true, okay? Especially if you haven't had an undergraduate degree before. If you are going for your second undergraduate degree, then it might be hard, but it is also not impossible. People are also getting their visa for that. But yeah, it might be easier if you are going for the first time, like you are just finishing high school, or you haven't gone to the university at all. Maybe after high school you took some time off, you were working. Seriously, see this visa interview is just about telling them why you want the degree and what the degree will do for you. That is basically it. That's not all it is, but basically, just explain why you need this degree. That is it. Okay, no one is really bothered about whether you are going for your undergraduate study or your graduate study. So if you are out there and you have given up hope because someone told you that you won't get a visa because you are going for your undergraduate study, stop it. Get up and go and look for a school and sign up. Okay, go and look for a school, make inquiries and apply to that school and go get your visa. Okay, also there are many scholarships out there for undergraduates. A simple Google search could help you. A simple Google search or a simple email to the school's admission board. But better stop spreading lies. Don't be deceiving people. Number 2, I've heard this one a lot. I've even seen it on different platforms where people say you need to have an assistantship or a scholarship to be able to get a US visa. And you hear people say you need that because you need to prove that you're not spending, how do they even say, you're not spending your hard-earned money on this degree, or okay, they will say you need a scholarship so that the what do they call those people who interview students? VO, the visa officer, so that the visa officer would realize that, okay, when you get to the US, you're not running away because someone is paying your fees, so you'll be fine. Well, that makes sense, because some people get here and they're overwhelmed with affording tuition, and that makes sense, but it is also not true. You see, I have so many friends here that are in grad school, and not one of them got an assistantship or a scholarship before coming here, and all of them, like my friends, I don't know about others, but all of them got their visa on the first attempt. Okay, so I know you've been hearing that, and I feel like these things happen when someone posts their rejection transcript and you see that they didn't have a scholarship, and so you be like, oh, that's the reason why. It's not true. Now you see these friends I'm talking about, 3 of them came this semester, so that you will not say that I'm saying old news. 3 of them came this semester and they had no form of scholarship. It's just simple. Show them a proof of funds. Like, you just tell them, okay, this is who is sponsoring you, or you're sponsoring yourself, and you show them that you can pay your fees, and that's it. Okay, so if that is something that is also holding you back, get up and start working on your US student visa again. Okay, this is good news for you. It's not true. It helps, but it's not true. And even the assistantship, do you know that the assistantship or scholarship, do you know that it is not a guarantee of getting visa? People who have been admitted into Ivy League schools have been rejected. It is not a guarantee. So don't give up. The 3rd item on my list is just ridiculous, and I heard it and I was like, really? You people are actually saying this? Really? Let me tell you what it is. They say people should not dress too well, or they shouldn't dress formally when going to the embassy. Let me give you the rationale behind this, because according to what I've heard though, they said if you are too serious in your dressing, you are going to appear like, you are too formal, like it will show the viewer that you are too serious. Like, I'm trying to explain it to you guys in a way that makes sense, but I don't know how to put it. But I have heard this, and you probably have heard this before. Why are you going for an interview and you're not well dressed? And I think where this also comes from reading transcripts. I've told you guys that it's good to read transcripts, but people's experiences would not necessarily be the same with yours. I read one transcript where this guy said he went for his visa interview. Like, he had already been denied probably twice before, and then he went again, and this time he had already given up hope. So he wasn't even properly dressed, like he didn't even get a haircut, like he wasn't looking very neat or formal. Like, he just basically wore a t-shirt and jeans, and then he went there. He was just talking to them, and he was surprised that he was approved. And people were saying, oh yeah, it's your dressing, like your dressing is showing them that you don't really care, that you are not bothered, that's what your dressing is saying. That's why, like, oh, people shouldn't dress too well. Next on the list, it feels like this list just keeps getting funnier as we progress. This one. So I heard this one, and it was actually my friend that told me this one. So they said that if you are going, you should wear your traditional attire. Like, if you are going from Nigeria, you should wear Ankara. And so I think for Ghanaians to be wearing kente, just wear something that shows that you're from that culture. And that way it shows your ties to home. It shows that you're very proud of your roots, and you definitely will be coming back. And so just wear Ankara, wear native, and yeah, that's it. That is it, guys. That's an actual thing, and I have no comment on that one. Let's move to the next one on the list. Okay, so this one is serious. This is not funny, and there have been questions about this This one is that you cannot travel with your kids. It is not true. People come to study in the US and come with their kids. So if that is holding you back, then you should reconsider. You can actually travel with your kids. If you notice, when you're filling your application form with your school, they are going to ask if you have a dependent, because your dependent is going to come with an F2 visa. So you'll be on an F1 visa, your dependent will be on an F2 visa. Basically, they just want to be sure that you can take care of your dependent while schooling. That is, you are financially capable of taking care of your dependent. So yes, you can come with your kids. You can also come with your spouse. Your spouse is also going to be your dependent. You just have to show enough proof of funds that would cover you and your dependents. Okay, your school would ask you if you have dependents. They would also ask you while you are filling your DS-160. So basically, just make sure you are very truthful. Let them know that you are coming with your dependents and that you have enough money to take care of your dependents. Okay, so yes, you can come with dependents. Just make sure that you explain it very well at the embassy. Okay, I see that we've exceeded 10 minutes here. I usually don't make videos that are too long, so I'm going to leave this here. So this is going to be part 1, and I'm going to do a part 2 as well. Yeah, so make sure you're here next week to get the concluding part of this series. We'll still be dispelling some myths on the US student visa, and if there is anything you want to add to this list, let me know in the comment section. If you have questions about the things I've discussed today, let me know in the comment section. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share. Okay, tell people about this channel. Okay, tell them about Estilogene. Okay, I'm going to see you next week. Take care of yourselves and have a lovely week. Bye.